Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video is the first of a wedding series that I'm doing. I'm trying to think of a cool name or hashtag. If you can think of one, then just let me know down below. So I'll be able to like tag the video with that hashtag. And then this is going to be my top 10 tips for picking the perfect wedding venue. Before we get into that, if you would please hit the subscribe button down below. Thumbs up this video if you want me to continue doing these wedding series videos, and let's get into these tips. So tip number one is going to be the most important, and that is going to be budget. A lot of different budget guides or wedding planning series will tell you that your venue is probably going to be your largest portion of your budget, and it needs to be around, or try to stay around, like 40 to 50% of your budget. So you want to make sure that you just have a comfortable budget. You don't want to spread yourself too thin. You want to sit down and exactly plan out how you would like to pay for it, if you plan on paying for it yourselves or if you're going to have some assistance, and really just like a breakdown of what you can actually do that will meet your expectations but also will not like send you into crazy debt. Tip number two is to figure out the type of venue that you want. Do you want your ceremony and your reception to be in the same space? Do you want it to be a destination wedding? Do you want it to be like a ballroom? Do you want it to be modern or like historical type of site, like a museum? Do you want it to be in a restaurant? Do you want it to be at a like house or so? So mainly to figure out like the vibe that you're going for and where you would like to have those things, so you can start narrowing down on your sites. Tip number three kind of ties in with the type of venue that you want to get married in, and it's location. So is it important that you stay really close to home? Do you want to do a destination wedding? Do you want to look at venues that are maybe 20 miles, 30 miles away? Or, you know, a really popular venue that you guys just have in common, like maybe somewhere in the city where you went to school together or where you met, those types of things. Tip number four is to figure out the day and the time of the week that you would like to get married. So typically your most expensive wedding is going to be Saturday evening, just because majority of people are free, and that's kind of just when everybody wants to get together. So your weekend ceremonies are going to be more expensive, Saturday being the most expensive, following with Friday and Sunday. And then anything at night is going to be more expensive. Holidays are probably going to be more expensive. So your New Year's Eve, your 4th of July, those like premium dates or so will probably be more expensive. So that's just one thing to consider. Tip number five is to figure out what's included with your venue package. For me, it was really important just to have a venue that was going to be as like inclusive as possible. I want it to be as stress-free as possible. I really didn't want to have to get like a wedding planner. I wanted a venue that would like include a lot of things, just so I wouldn't have to involve myself with a lot of third-party vendors, just because I feel that it just may add on to the headache. So a venue that's going to include like tables, chairs, linens, flatware, stemware. Do they do any extra type of decorating? Do they offer catering? Do they offer a bar? Do they offer, you know, parking? What are they going to do? Are they going to set it up and take it down for you? These things are just like really important, so that you know that this one place is going to handle majority of these things on your list, and it kind of just helps to like, I think, ease the stress of a lot of other steps. Tip number six is to figure out if it's convenient for the couple as well as your guests. So for me, another thing that was important was just not having, you know, to displace my guests or so. Like, is parking going to be an issue? Are there hotels in the area so that people that want to spend the night are able to? You know, is it going to be a super long distance for them to travel? Just things like that that are maybe, you know, if you want these really, you know, the people that you really want to be there, is it going to be a really big hassle for them to come, or is it going to inconvenience them, even though it is like your day? Tip number 7 is figure out if third-party vendors are allowed, and if so, is it an open third-party vendor type of contract where they accept everybody, or do you have to pick from a list of people that they have? Certain venues may party with only one vendor. You have to go with that one. They may give you a list of vendors that you are allowed to choose from, or they may do all, you know, catering and alcohol and cake in-house, or they may just say you can use whoever you want to. Tip number 8 is to figure out how much any additional add-ons or upgrades are going to be. So a couple of venues may say, oh, these are the chairs that come, but you can upgrade for these chairs, you can upgrade the dance floor for this, you can upgrade your alcohol. Just finding out exactly what the upgrades are, how much they are, and how important they are on your list, and if they're things that you really want. Are they things that you want just to have those like added touches just to make it more personable to the couple? Tip number 9 is discounts. So if you book by a certain date, is it, you know, this much off, or I can upgrade this for free? Some places say if you meet the minimum for food and beverage, then the venue is free. If you book on like Friday or Sunday, they may give you an upgrade. Just ask about any discounts that they may have that are going on that'll just save you extra money. And then tip number 10 is just to go with your gut feeling. If it's a place that you just are moved by, or you just have that like itch that this is the place, then go with it. If it's not, then you may not necessarily want to pick it, because I don't know, it's just, if it doesn't speak to me, I'm just like, well, this probably isn't the place. But if it speaks to me, then I'm thinking that the spirit moved me and this is where we need to be going. This is where we need to be headed. So those are all of my tips. Some of them kind of like intertwine, but if you have any more advice, then definitely leave it down below for those that are planning a wedding like myself, and anybody else that may be planning a wedding in the near future or later future here. And then next, I'm just gonna tell you guys about the venue that we picked. And the main one that spoke to us is just this really big house that we found, and it is literally going to include everything almost, you guys. Like, it includes tables, chairs, linens, centerpieces, aisle runner, like aisle hangers for the aisle. It includes like decorations at the like altar, a little bit of decorations like at the altar, food, cake, alcohol. You get 2 months of a wedding planner, a day of coordinator. You can use it for your bridal or your engagement photos. You could do indoor, outdoor ceremony. It has beautiful chandeliers. The whole place is hardwood floors. It has a really nice bridal and like grooms. The bridal party have like their own awesome rooms. They provide champagne for the girls and beer for the guys. There's a TV in there, and they're gonna allow us to like really customize it and just like make it our own without all these extra costs. That's everything for this video. Thank you guys so much as always for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.